Stop right now. Stop searching for the secret. Stop waiting for the magic formula that'll make you successful overnight. There is no secret. There's no shortcut. And if you're sitting there hoping someone's going to hand it to you, wake up. Success isn't hidden. It's earned, piece by piece, decision by decision, day by day. Stop looking for the secret. Stop waiting for some hidden formula that will suddenly catapult you into success. There is no secret. There is no shortcut. And if you're sitting there hoping someone is going to hand it to you on a silver platter, wake up. Success doesn't work that way. It doesn't whisper in your ear. It doesn't come wrapped in a fancy package. Success comes to the person who decides every single day to show up. People chase the idea of a secret like it's a treasure buried under a mountain. They scroll through social media, read 10 self-help books a week, hoping some guru will spill the magic beans. But let me tell you something, real success, it's in showing up every day, rain or shine, tired or not, hungry or broke, consistency compounds. Look at Serena Williams. She didn't stumble onto a secret racket. She didn't magically find the perfect swing one day. She woke up at dawn. She practiced while her body screamed for rest. She pushed through pain, through fatigue, through doubt. Hundreds of hours, day after day. That's the kind of consistency that builds greatness. Not luck, not hacks, not some viral formula you saw online. Consistency. That's where the magic lives. Stop looking outside yourself. Stop thinking the secret to success is in someone else's story. Steve Jobs didn't copy IBM. He didn't wait for someone to tell him what to do. He looked inward, trusted his vision. He created something the world didn't even know it needed. Your journey is yours. You can read 1,000 biographies, but none of them will hand you your path. Stop comparing. Stop hunting for a secret. Start listening to yourself. Start acting on what you feel in your gut. That's where your power is. Failure. Everybody wants the story of the triumph, but nobody wants the story of the fall. But here's the truth. Failure is the roadmap. J.K. Rowling had 12 rejections before Harry Potter saw the light of day. 12. Each one could have stopped her. Each one could have whispered, "You're not good enough." But she failed forward. She learned, she improved, she kept going. That's the lesson. You will fail. You will fall. But every step back is a step forward if you keep moving. Embrace failure. Don't fear it. Let it teach you. And don't wait. Don't wait for the perfect moment, the perfect conditions, the perfect timing. There is no perfect. There is only now. Jeff Bezos started Amazon in a garage. Mark Zuckerberg started Facebook in a dorm room. They didn't wait for funding, for offices, for permission. They started. They took imperfect action and built momentum. Action beats intention every time. You don't need the secret. You need to start. And then you need to keep moving. Habits. Let me tell you something about habits. Success is not a single act. It's what you do every day. Warren Buffett reads 500 pages a day. Kobe Bryant took shots before dawn. Small, repeated actions. That's what compounds. That's what makes the difference. Not a secret hack, not a shortcut. Habits, consistency, daily effort. You start small. You start today. You start right now. Stop hunting for the secret. There isn't one. Stop waiting for someone to hand you success. Start showing up. Start failing. Start building habits that matter. Start trusting yourself. Start taking action even when it's scary, even when it's messy. Because the secret isn't hidden. The secret is in you, in your sweat, your courage, your persistence, one step at a time, one day at a time, one choice at a time. That's where success lives. And when you finally get there, when the world watches in awe, they'll call it a miracle. You'll know the truth. It wasn't magic. It wasn't luck. It was you all along. Stop scrolling. Stop watching. Stop reading, hoping that someone else's story will magically fit yours. I see it all the time. People chasing someone else's life like it's a blueprint for their own. They think if they mimic what someone else did, they'll get the same result. But here's the truth. Your journey is yours. Your story is unique. And until you stop looking outside yourself, until you stop copying, you will never discover what you are truly capable of. Look, I want to tell you something about vision. Steve Jobs didn't copy IBM. He didn't look at what everyone else was doing and try to be them. He looked inward. He trusted his instincts. He trusted his vision. And he built something the world didn't even know it needed. He created the iPhone, the iPad, the Mac, things that reshaped how people live. And do you know what that required? Courage. Belief in himself when everyone else was telling him it was impossible. You have that same courage inside you. You just have to start listening. Stop waiting for permission. Stop asking everyone else to validate your ideas. I want you to think about your own life for a moment. Think about a time you had an idea, a dream, or even a small spark of inspiration, but you hesitated. Why? Because you were scared of failing, or maybe you thought someone else has already done it better. That's the trap. The real danger isn't failure. The real danger is spending your life living someone else's story instead of your own. Every minute you chase someone else's path is a minute you steal from your potential. Here's the thing about focus. It's like tuning a radio. If you keep trying to catch every signal from every station, you'll hear nothing clearly. But when you tune into your own frequency, that's when the music starts to play. That's when your ideas, your creativity, your unique contribution to the world begins to flow. Stop being distracted by other people's success. Stop scrolling past your own opportunity. Start creating, start building, start trusting your own potential. I want to give you a practical takeaway here. Every day, write down one idea that comes from you, one thing that only you can do. Don't judge it, don't compare it, just write it. Then every week, pick one idea and take action on it. It could be small, it could be tiny. But the point is, this action comes from your inner voice, not from the noise outside. Not from copying someone else's journey, from your own mind, your own experience, your own courage. And I promise you, when you start looking inward instead of outward, something powerful happens. You begin to notice patterns in your own life. You see the skills, the habits, the passions that are unique to you. And when you act on them consistently, when you show up every day for your own vision, doors open that you didn't even know existed. People will notice. Opportunities will appear. But it all starts with one simple choice: to stop looking outside. Start looking inside. Think about it like this: the world is full of noise. Social media experts, friends, family, everyone trying to tell you what your life should look like. And if you let it, you'll spend a lifetime chasing the wrong things. But the moment you stop, the moment you pause, the moment you focus on your own story, on your own potential, on what only you can bring to the table, that's when your life changes. That's when you begin to build a legacy. That's when you stop searching for secrets and start living your truth. And let me tell you something. Your truth is more powerful than any secret you'll ever chase. It's already inside you. It's already waiting. The only thing left is for you to listen, trust, and act. That's where greatness begins. Let me tell you something right now. Nobody wakes up and hits success like a jackpot. Nobody. You don't open your eyes one morning and suddenly your life is perfect. Success is messy. It's gritty. It's filled with moments that feel like the world is saying, no, not you. Not yet. And most people, they quit right there. They quit at the first no. They quit at the first stumble. But here's the thing: failure isn't the enemy. It's part of the roadmap. Think about J.K. Rowling. She wasn't some overnight sensation. She got rejected 12 times. 12 publishers told her no before Harry Potter finally found a home. Can you imagine sitting there holding your manuscript, hearing no again and again? Most people would have folded. Most people would have said, maybe I'm not good enough. But she didn't. Each rejection became a lesson. Each setback sharpened her resolve. She learned. She adjusted. She kept going. And today, millions of people around the world have read her books. Millions. And it all started with a decision to keep moving forward despite failure. I want you to see failure differently. It's not a stop sign. It's a guidepost. Every time you fall, every time you fail, you learn something you wouldn't have learned otherwise. When your startup idea doesn't work, when a presentation flops, when a client says no, these are not disasters. They're feedback. They're lessons wrapped in disguise. Most people hate feedback because it hurts. Most people hate failure because it bruises the ego. But if you're brave enough to face it, failure becomes the teacher you can't live without. Let me give you another real example: Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time. You think he was a natural, born to win every game? No, he was cut from his high school basketball team. Cut. Most kids would have quit. Most kids would have walked away and said, I guess it's not for me. But Jordan, he used it. He practiced harder. He got up earlier. He ran faster. He shot longer. Every failure became fuel. Every setback became motivation. That's the lesson. The grind is part of the process. Embrace it. Don't run from it. Here's the practical takeaway: if you want to succeed, you must get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You must get comfortable failing. Try, fall, learn, adjust. Repeat. The moment you fear failure more than you want success, you will stop taking the actions that matter. Stop chasing shortcuts. Stop hoping someone will hand you a cheat code. There isn't one. The only way forward is through. And failure is the path. I want you to think about your life right now. Where have you been playing it safe? Where have you been avoiding the risk because you're scared to fail? That fear is stealing your potential. That fear is keeping you from discovering what you're truly capable of. Take a small step today, a risky step, a step where failure is possible. Then take another and another. Every failure is a brick. Every mistake is mortar. Build your foundation strong. That's how empires are built. Failure isn't a curse. It's a compass. It points you toward growth. It forces you to see what you need to see. It makes you stronger. It makes you wiser. And it makes the victory that much sweeter. So stop running from it. Stop fearing it. Embrace it. Use it. Learn from it. Let failure guide you, shape you, sharpen you. Because if you're afraid to fail, you'll never succeed. But if you learn to dance with failure, you will achieve things most people only dream about. Stop waiting. Stop thinking the timing has to be perfect. Stop telling yourself, I'll start when everything lines up. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Perfect conditions don't exist. They never have and they never will. Life doesn't wait. Opportunities don't pause. The world doesn't hold its breath for you to be ready. If you keep waiting for perfection, you'll spend your whole life standing still, dreaming, wishing, hoping, but nothing moves until you do. Look at the people who changed the world. Jeff Bezos didn't have $1 billion office. He didn't have investors banging down his door. He had a garage, a simple garage. That's it. And in that garage, he built Amazon, not because everything was perfect, not because the stars aligned, because he started. Mark Zuckerberg didn't wait for a Silicon Valley campus or a fancy incubator. He started Facebook in his dorm room with a couple of friends and an idea. Imperfect space, imperfect tools. Perfect action. That's the difference. Action beats intention every single time. I want you to picture yourself for a second. You have an idea, a dream, a goal. You think, I need more time, more money, more experience. But those thoughts, they're traps. They're excuses dressed up as caution. Because here's what happens: you wait. And while you wait, the world moves on. Someone else builds what you dreamed. Someone else steps into the role you wanted. Someone else takes the shot you were too scared to take. Momentum doesn't wait for permission. Momentum is built by action. Small, imperfect action every day, right now. Let me tell you a story. I had a friend, a good friend, who wanted to start a small business. She kept waiting for the right loan, the perfect market conditions, the perfect moment to quit her job. Years passed. One day, she realized that the perfect moment never came. She started with what she had. Her apartment became her office. Her old laptop became her main tool. She made mistakes. She failed at first, but she moved. And today, that little business has clients all over the country, a team of people, and growth she never imagined. She didn't wait for perfection. She started. And because she started, she succeeded. Here's the practical takeaway: start now. Don't wait for the stars to align. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Don't wait until your doubts disappear. Take one step, however small, today. Pick up the phone, write the email, draft the idea, make the call. One imperfect action is more powerful than 1,000 perfect intentions. Then take another and another. Momentum builds, confidence builds, doors open, and suddenly, what seemed impossible becomes inevitable. Think about it like this: life is a river. The water doesn't stop moving because you're not ready. The current will carry those who step in, and it will leave behind those who hesitate. You have to jump in even if it's messy, even if it's scary, even if you're unsure. The magic isn't in waiting. The magic is in movement. And I promise you, once you take that first imperfect step, the universe responds. You'll see opportunities, ideas, and connections that never appeared when you were sitting still. Action creates clarity. Action creates momentum. Action creates success. Waiting creates nothing. Nothing but regret, so stop waiting. Stop searching for the perfect conditions. There are none. There's only now. There's only your courage. There's only the choice to move. The moment you do, everything changes. The moment you act, your story begins. And the world will have no choice but to notice. Let me be real with you. Nobody wakes up one day and becomes successful because of a single miracle moment. Nobody. Success isn't a lightning strike. It's not a one-time win. It's a habit. It's what you do day after day, hour after hour, even when nobody is watching, even when it feels boring, even when it feels like nothing is happening. That's where the power is. That's where the so-called secret lives. Not in luck, not in magic, not in shortcuts, in your daily choices. Look at Warren Buffett. The man reads 500 pages a day. 500. You think he got lucky with his investments? No. He built the habit of learning, the habit of studying, the habit of feeding his mind constantly. That habit compounded over time. Small decisions repeated over years created massive results. You can do the same. The secret isn't doing something huge once. The secret is showing up consistently again and again. Think about Kobe Bryant. He didn't just practice basketball. He lived it. He took shots before dawn when the world was asleep. He put in hours while others were still in bed. That repetition, the daily grind, the tiny improvements nobody sees, that's what made him legendary. Not a single practice, not a single game, a lifetime of habits compounded into greatness. You can take that lesson into your life. Whatever your field, whatever your dream, the habits you build now are the foundation for your future. I want you to picture yourself 5 years from now. Are you going to be the person who hopes success lands in your lap? Or are you going to be the person who has built unstoppable momentum through small, daily actions? It's the simple things: writing for 30 minutes a day, making one call, reading one chapter, practicing one skill. Tiny steps, but repeated consistently. That's how empires are built. That's how lives are transformed. That's how ordinary people become extraordinary. Here's a story. I knew someone who wanted to run a marathon. They weren't a runner, not even close, but they started with a single mile, then 2, then 3. Every day, rain or shine, tired or motivated, they ran. It wasn't glamorous, it wasn't instant, but over time those miles added up, and 1 year later, they ran a full marathon. Small habits compounded over time created something that seemed impossible at first. That can be your life too. Here's the practical takeaway: start today. Pick one small habit that aligns with your dream and commit to it. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, one action. Do it every day. No excuses, no skipping. Make it non-negotiable. Track it, celebrate it. Then add another habit, layer them, stack them. That's how momentum builds. That's how success compounds quietly, invisibly, until suddenly, one day, it becomes unstoppable. And let me tell you, habits aren't just about skill. They're about character. They're about showing up when it's hard, staying disciplined when it's boring, choosing effort over comfort. Every time you repeat a positive habit, you're training yourself to be the person who gets results. You're proving to yourself that you can rely on yourself. And that confidence, that consistency, that's the real secret that nobody talks about. So don't wait for inspiration. Don't wait for motivation to strike. Motivation fades. Inspiration fades. Habits don't. Build them. Protect them. Nurture them. Start small. Start today. Repeat. Compound. And over time, the life you dreamed about will become the life you live. Because success, real success, is not a single act. It's a habit. And habits, my friends, have a way of turning ordinary days into extraordinary lives. Stop. Just stop for a second. Stop searching. Stop scrolling. Stop asking everyone else how they did it. Stop waiting for a magic key that's supposed to unlock success while you sit there hoping it falls into your lap. Here's the truth: the secret isn't out there. It's not hidden in a book. It's not waiting in a seminar. It's not tucked away in someone else's life. The secret has always been inside you, waiting for you to show up, to act, to take the first step. You want to know what the real secret is? It's sweat. It's grit. It's persistence. It's failing over and over and still standing up. Look at anyone you admire, the people you call legends. They didn't stumble onto success. They fought for it. They fell. They got back up. Michael Jordan didn't make every shot. Kobe Bryant didn't hit every game winner. J.K. Rowling didn't sell her first manuscript. But they kept moving. They trusted the process. They embraced the grind. And that's what created the extraordinary. I want you to picture yourself 5 years from now. Are you going to be the person who waited for perfect timing, perfect conditions, perfect inspiration? Or are you going to be the person who started when the room wasn't ready, when the money wasn't there, when the confidence was shaky? The choice is yours. Every step you take now, no matter how small, compounds. Every lesson learned from failure, every moment you push past doubt, every action you take toward your dream, it all adds up. Here's the thing, courage isn't always loud. Courage isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's getting out of bed and working on your dream when the world says it's too late. Sometimes it's sending that email, making that call, or pitching that idea even though your hands shake. That's courage. That's persistence. That's the real secret. And when you embrace it, when you put in the work, when you show up even when it hurts, doors start to open. Opportunities appear. Momentum builds. And eventually the world notices. And when they do, they'll call it a miracle. They'll talk about luck. They'll point to some secret you never even knew existed. But you'll know the truth. It wasn't luck. It wasn't magic. It wasn't hidden in a formula. It was you all along. It was your sweat, your sacrifice, your refusal to quit, your choice to keep going when giving up seemed easier. That's what real success looks like. That's what your story can be. So don't wait any longer. Start showing up. Start building. Start failing. Start learning. Start taking the imperfect actions that add up over time. Your potential is waiting. Your moment is now. The secret isn't out there. It's in you. It always has been. Step into it. Own it. Earn it. And when the world sees what you've created, they'll call it extraordinary. You'll know. It was never a secret. It was you all along.